y'all, and welcome to today's video. I'm very excited because we are going to be trying a bunch of new products. Some of these things will be first impressions, like this Jaclyn Cosmetics bronzer. Never tried this before. I have the Ascendant palette from ELECTRUM Cosmetics. Very excited to try this. Some of these things I've been testing for a little bit, but I'm still working on reviewing, like the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Universal Balm. I also have HUDA Beauty Concealer here. So kind of some first impressions, kind of some things I'm still working on reviewing, mixed in with some tried and true products. Now, if you are new here, hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. Shimmer, glitter, testing new products, we are here for it. So if that sounds good to you, I do hope that you will subscribe before you leave today, because I upload lots of new videos every single week. But I cannot wait to try this stuff. I want to put some makeup on, so let's jump into it. Okay, so starting off, I'm going to pull my hair back from my face. Now you can see my face is a good deal lighter than my body. I did like an exfoliating treatment last night. I've been really making sure my face stays out of the sun, and my face is just a little bit lighter than my body. So we're going to work that out. We're going to get the skin looking right. I've been using the Yummy Skin Universal Blurring Balm Powder from Danessa Myricks. I've been trying this as a primer. I've seen some people with oily skin really loving this, so I'm just going to really like kind of press this in. But I will say I've been using this a bit. Like, I've probably used this 10 or so times now, and I don't know if it's for me. I don't know if I just really love it, but I want to try it a couple more times before I get my thoughts on it. So I thought we could use it today. I could use it with y'all. I'm gonna let it sit in the skin for a minute. But I know there are like shades that you can use this as a balm, kind of like as a foundation, but I thought the Universal would be good for maybe like a primer. So I don't have a new foundation to try since we're going to be using a newer concealer, a newer to me primer. I wanted to go in with the tried and true foundation. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way Matte 24-Hour Undetectable Super Long Wear Foundation. Super long name foundation is more like it. But I'm going to quickly put on my foundation. You can see right there. I am in the shade, I always forget to tell y'all the shades, and I'm so sorry, but I'm trying to get better. Always remember, if I forget to tell y'all something, don't be afraid, ask me in the comments and I will get back to you ASAP. But I am in the shade Honey, so I'm just going to blend this in with my beauty blender, and then we'll play with this Huda concealer. Okay, the skin is looking more even. This foundation on me is not super matte. It's especially like depending on what primer I put with it, but I feel like it looks very skin-like. I am excited about this Huda Beauty Concealer. I actually bought two shades. I bought, let's see, 6.5 and 6.3. I've worn this a few times. Now this right here is a concealer that I do have to make sure when I use this that I hydrate my under eyes. So it's not on a day where I like skip my skincare routine, which I never really do. I always make sure my skin is hydrated and taken care of, ready for makeup. But I will say, if you have oily skin like me, if you live in a hot, humid climate like I do, you're gonna like this concealer because it's gonna stay. But I think it can maybe go a little bit drying if you're not properly prepping your skin. I like this though because it sets down itself. It has like a semi-matte finish. I forget what she calls it. I think she calls it luminous matte. Yeah. So it's like to me, like a satin finish, skin-like finish, not matte, not luminous, very skin-like, and it wears really well on me throughout the day, even in these really hot temperatures, even with the high humidity. This concealer has been really, really nice for that. I did take this on my trip with me to Poland, so I've been testing this for a while, and I like it a lot. Of course, I always like to put my concealer on, and I like to let it set for a few minutes. I feel like that gives me just a little more coverage when I kind of put the concealer on, let it dry down for a second, and then I will go in and blend it with my sponge. So I'm just going to take my beauty blender and press this in. Okay, so here is the concealer blended in. Of course, I'm going to set with powder, and I want to use my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. I have the shade Blondie. But first, I want to play with these new Unearthly Cosmetics liquid highlighters. I love a colorful highlighter. I love a sparkly highlighter, and these look amazing. Unearthly actually sent these to me. I will have everything linked down below. I do have a code with Unearthly. The code is Heather if you want to save, but everything will be linked, listed in the description box. I mean, the concealer, the primer, everything. Thank you so much if you use my links, if you use my codes, but this is going to be a first impression of these. I'm going to insert a swatch for y'all so that you can see what these look like, and I'll swatch them in alphabetical order. So I'll do Basque, Gilded, Molten, and then Pixie. But I think today, let me see, which one do I want to do? I'm kind of leaning towards this like pinky one. I think this is pretty. I think we're going to do Pixie. So we have like almost like a lip gloss or doe foot type applicator. And let's try it a couple of different ways. And then I can also maybe try it on powder. So this is like a pink to blue shift. Again, I love colorful highlighters. I think they can look so pretty. Oh, and I'm loving the pink blue sparkle. So I'm just going to press this in with my sponge. And that looks pretty. So no highlight here. And then a highlight here. Very subtle, especially going in with like the cream on top of an unset face. So over here, I want to pick it up on the back of my hand, then to the sponge, and then press it on and see how that looks as well. That's really pretty. It's very subtle, but it's there, and I like that. So I'm going to put on a bit more right here. I'm going to press that in. That's pretty. Makeup is so fun. Like, I seriously have so much fun playing with makeup. Now, I'm going to set my face with powder. I'm going to fill in my brows, and then I'm going to zoom y'all in, and we're going to do eyes together. So why don't I go ahead and show you this palette. This is in collaboration with REPHR. I'm sorry if I said the name wrong, but I will link the Instagram account down below. This palette has 4 mattes, and then it looks like we have some highlighters, maybe like blush topper, some beautiful eyeshadows up here. So yes, let me go ahead and insert some swatches so that you can see. It looks like we've got some Multichromes in here. Really, really beautiful, but I'm showing you the arm swatches so you can see that. Again, I'm going to set with powder. I'm going to prime my eyes, do my brows, zoom y'all in, and we will play with this palette. We'll kind of get my first impression thoughts on it. Okay, my eyes are primed, ready for a shadow, and these look really pretty. So it looks like we have 3 true mattes in here, and then this navy up here looks like a matte with a little bit of sparkle to it. So what I'm going to do first is go in with Manifest. These brushes with the pink handles and the black ferrules are What's Up Beauty brushes. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to make sure there's no creases in my eye primer. I always use an eye primer when I work with shadows. So I'm going to do this really pretty shade right up here kind of in the crease and then a bit above the crease. I like to do two-tone crease type of looks when I'm testing out new palettes. It lets me play with some of the shades. It lets me do an eye shape that I know I really like so that I can really see how the shadows perform. And I'm just going to buff this in. When I'm working with colors like this, I really like to make sure there's no crease in my primer, and I like to press the shadow on first. So I'll put the pigment down and then I'll go back and blend. But first I press and then I blend. Okay, I'm gonna grab this very small BK Beauty brush and I'm going to, I think I wanna go in with this purple right here. This looks like a true purple called Retrograde. I'm gonna pick this up, BK Beauty brush, and again, with this color, first I'm going to press it on. Right out here, I'm just kind of following my eye socket. And then once I have it pressed on, I'm just slowly blending out like this. This is really pretty. So I'm just going to back and forth, blend, pulling it down and around. Okay, I'm gonna grab this fluffy brush from Sigma, and I wanna go in with Lunar right here. This kind of like vanilla cream type of shade, and I'm just going to use this to kind of buff along the edge right here just to help us get a little bit of a seamless blend. And I think this shade would be really pretty as like a matte inner corner highlight as well, but I just want to use like as many shades from this palette as possible. If you watch my judging new makeup videos that I post every Sunday, you'll remember we talked about this in a video and I was like, I really kind of want to buy that. And as I was editing, I went on the site and bought it because these shades are just calling to me so much. But I want to grab a small brush and I want to go into Energy, this more, it's like a light navy shade, and I'm going to keep that right up against the lower lash line and put it on. It definitely really goes with the other mattes in the palette. I think it's such a pretty like color combination, but I'm just going to buff back and forth like this. Okay, I'm going to go back and blend a little bit more in just a bit, but first I want to play with the shimmers. I really want to play. I'm trying to move it around because with the white background, I know it can be not quite as easy to see, but it looks like we have a multi-chrome up here, but this shade is really just like begging me to play with it. This is called, I can't make out the script. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Looks really pretty. So I'm going to pick this up on a Lunar Beauty brush, and I am going to spray my brush with a little makeup mist. Whatever you have, whatever you want to use is fine if you're copying this. I just love spraying my brush when it comes to shimmers or shifts or anything like that. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here, and that is beautiful. So stunning, so incredibly sparkly, and I am loving how much sparkle there is. Wow. Okay, that's beautiful. It's like a blue with all these bright sparkles to it. Oh, I just really like that. Very reflective. I'm always excited when I try new indie brands, when the products are good. You know, it's like, yes, I took a chance. I ordered from a brand I've never tried for, and wow, I'm so happy. I just love it. And I will say my order came pretty quickly, like within the time frame they promised. It was packaged beautifully, so I'm very excited about it. I'm trying to decide kind of what I want to do out here. This is like a lime green to a green type of shift, like lime green to a green, but I'm kind of thinking, I don't know. I'm thinking I want to go in with this one up right up here, Chiron right here, I'm gonna pick this up. This looks like a beautiful purpley gold type of color, so I'm gonna spray. This is just an e.l.f. makeup mist. This is the Stay All Day mist. I don't love it for the face, so I've been using it for my shadows, and that is really pretty. It's gonna go really, really well under that purple matte. Again, don't worry, I'm gonna go back and blend in just a bit, but right now I wanna get the color down where I want it. That makes me so happy. What's better than sparkle and shift? I don't know, but I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Now I want to do inner corner. So this shade right down here is like a white to green blue shift highlighter, it seems, and then this one is like a white pink shift highlighter. So I think we'll go in with one of these. I think we'll go in with this one, the more white green. I mean, you could probably see better in the swatches, but at the time that I'm filming this, I have not swatched it yet. You've seen it through the power of editing, but not me. So I'm putting that right there, and that is absolutely perfect. Okay. I'm so happy with this. I'm so into the eye look. I'm going to blend a little bit. I'm going to put on some mascara. I've been using this Rare Beauty mascara, but I'm also going to go in with false lashes. Oh, actually, I forgot I have a new eyeliner. So this is the Essence Lash Princess liner in the shade Black. And I talked about this in a Judging New Makeup, and I was like, you know, I feel like this looks so fat. I don't know if this will be comfortable to hold. And one of y'all commented that you have arthritis, so you really like things that are thick like this. And I thought that was such a good point, and it's something I don't struggle with, so I didn't even think about that. But I loved that that was, you know, something this might be good for you if you need something, you don't want to grip something that's super thin. Maybe this packaging will be good. So when I was on the Ulta site and I was looking, I was like, you know what, let me try this. I think this was $5, maybe a little bit under, but I was like, let me try it and see if the liner's actually good. So I'm going to just see if I can just line the lashes, not necessarily do a wing, anything like that. I just want to put a little bit of liner on. It is a felt tip, not a brush tip, so it's not gliding very well. It's okay. First impression. I don't think it's like you're seeing like I'm having to kind of do like this to get some pigment off. Just lining the lash line. But I don't know. So far mediocre. So far just mediocre. But okay, I'll finish lining my eyes. I'll do mascara, I'll do lashes, and I'll come back. We've got the Jaclyn bronzer to play with. We've got new lip products from Rare Beauty I'm very excited about. So we'll finish up the rest of the makeup. All right, here is the eye look. I'm absolutely loving it. I put on some Kiss number 11 lashes, just something kind of light and wispy, but I love the way my look has come together. As I was like putting on my lashes, I was just looking at it like, wow, this is really, really sparkly and beautiful. So first of all, I love the space packaging. I really like this color story, but so far every shadow that I've worked with has been really, really nice. I mean, of course, the sparkly shades are the standouts, but I'll be playing with this more and more. Now, I have the Jaclyn bronzer. So I ordered this from Ulta. This is the Jaclyn Cosmetics Sunbathe Pressed Bronzer, and I got the shade Top Down. The component's really nice. Again, she's staying with that raised J. And I will say, I think I picked out a nice color. Let me cover the mirror. I think I picked out a nice color and maybe a little more warm than I thought. But I'm going to pick this up on my REPHR 04 brush. I actually love this brush for bronzer. And let's see. This is a true first impression. I've never tried this. I haven't even swatched it. But I know this is a matte bronzer. It's very warm. This shade is very warm. almost a little orange leaning. But I actually think this looks really nice. It looks really nice, right? So let me put some over here, up on my forehead, a little down my nose, and then we'll see side to side. So bronzer, no bronzer. Bronzer, a bronzer versus no bronzer. Oh, I just feel like bronzer makes such a difference, adding some life to the face. So I'm into it. Bronzer, no bronzer. Now let's bronze out the other side. And then we'll go in with blush. I'm gonna put just a little bit more on my nose. Pull back my hair, buff it into the hairline. Yeah, okay. So we've got a matte bronzer, right? Pressed bronzer with a matte finish and buildable golden hour glow. All right. I'm thinking that looks nice. I've already got the highlight on, that unearthly highlighter coming through, looking pretty and sparkly, and I really kind of like the pink blue tint that it has because I feel like it works with the eye look so well. But we're gonna do a little blush. I am really loving these VIEVE blushes. These are so nice. We're gonna go in with the shade PESCA. I thought this light kind of peachy shade would be good, and I'm using a REPHR 05 blush brush. I don't know if this is a blush brush or not, but that's how I like it. It's kind of fluffy and pretty. It's also good for bronzer, but today we're doing blush with it. Okay, so that was PESCA. Really, really pretty. I feel like it's going with our whole look, right? Now, I already have that highlighter on from Unearthly, but now, so what did I use? Did I use Molten or Pixie? I can't remember, but let's do the more yellow one now. This looks like a yellow pink in the shade Basque. And maybe I'll just put that a little bit on my nose. And we'll see. Where's my sponge? Okay, that's not lifting any product underneath. So that is very good to know. It's not lifting off my foundation or anything, but very sparkly, very pretty. Ah, okay, I'm happy. Another win from Unearthly. Maybe I put on a little too much on the nose, but I like it. I mean, what is too much? What is too much? This? No. I have new lip products from Rare Beauty. So this is the Kind Words Matte Lipstick. These went on sale at Sephora a little bit early. I grabbed one of each. If I like them, I'll buy more, but I did get to buy these a little early. So I also bought the Kind Words Crayon, so the lip liner, in the shade Worthy. So yes, my shades are Creative and Worthy. So let me quickly line my lips. I like this packaging. I think it's really cute. Gold top. Let's see how it looks on the lips. Okay, so let's see if we can line. It feels like it's gliding on really, really well. This is a twist up liner, which I really like. That makes it nice. And I'm just doing a line. Okay, let's look at the lipstick together. I really like the, oh, this is very simple, very cool packaging. Okay, oh, I like that a lot. I think this is really nice. Ooh, again, what shade did I get? Creative? That's pretty. All right, y'all, here is my finished look. Now, a lot of these were first, second, maybe even third impressions, but I always follow up these types of videos with reviews. I do speed reviews. I come back to y'all after I've tried the products more and have my full thoughts on these. I do some ranking videos here on my channel. So if you want to know what I think about these products after I've tested them some more, definitely subscribe, turn on the notifications so you don't miss out. But the primer, I'm still on the fence about. I don't know if it does a ton. Concealer, I'm still really enjoying. The eye look, I am loving. I feel so amazing in this look. I think the bronzer looks really nice. Definitely warm, but the finish on the skin looks so beautiful. My first impression is that I really like this better than the bronzer duo and blushes that she had. That one was a little bit more sheer. I had to build it up a lot more, and I never found a tone that really worked for me. Of course, the VIEVE blush I've been playing with for a few weeks, really enjoying it. These unearthly highlighters, I'm so excited to wear these more, but first impression is I'm excited to wear them more because I think they're really good. I like this Rare Beauty lip a lot. As soon as they come back in stock at Sephora, I am going to order some more, I think, because I think this is a really nice formula. I would love to know, what did you think of these products? I'm trying to remember, did we talk about anything else? I like doing these get ready with me type videos where we test new makeup. Definitely let me know if you like this style of video because I always want to make the content that y'all want to see. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a super awesome, amazing, wonderful day, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye!